YouTube, welcome back to our channel. My name is Kristen Forgione. I'm the founder, creative director, and principal designer of THELIFESTYLEDCO. You probably know me by now, and you probably know what's behind me by now too. It's our new house called the ODL house. Oh my God. Ah! Oh, okay, we barely escaped death right there with those sprinklers. But wow, that was real for you, YouTube. I hope you like it. So I'm gonna stand here and tell you a little bit about both the lower lawn and where I am here called the upper lawn. I also wanna take a moment to especially mention a few of our partners that have made this possible. So Yardzen is the online landscape design company that I started working with over a year ago to come up with our landscape plans. The experience has been fantastic, and I loved working with them. Sherwood Outdoors is our local landscape contracting partner. They are here in Arizona, and they have done all of our landscaping, including our pool, both the build and everything that you see here. So they've been wonderful. And then Acker-Stone is my paver partner, and I'm so happy to be able to say paver partner. I think so many times pavers or your hardscape material are overlooked in a project, whether it's a renovation or a new build. And Acker-Stone was one of the first partners that I brought on because my pavers, there's a lot of them in a lot this big, and they were really super important to me. So I wanted to make sure that I worked with a partner that wanted to produce a product that could give me some of that Napa, Northern California mixed with Arizona and organic desert living. And Acker-Stone is that partner. So I'll tell you more about them as we continue through this video and show you exactly what their product is. But they have been instrumental in sponsoring this video and also in our build. It is so loud. They are mowing the lawn across the street, so sorry about that. But let's take a little bit further look into the finishes. The easiest place to start in landscape design, I think, is probably the pool. And the pool, for many reasons. One, because it's probably going to be your most expensive investment in your whole landscape design or exterior design. And two, it typically takes up the most amount of space. We have an acre, so while our pool doesn't take up the most amount of space, in most projects it will. Most projects we work on even, it does. So our pool, as I said, was done by Sherwood Outdoors, and some of the finishes in it are, I think, what is really going to make such a classic shape come to life. Our pool tile, which I get asked about all the time, is right here. It is from Tile Resource and Design, and it is a thin Bejmat Zellige. It's not an easy one like subway tile, and it doesn't look like subway tile. This is a timeless material. It's a Zellige originated in Morocco. It is waterproof, it's handmade, it's artisan, it's lovely, it's beautiful, and it just has so many amazing qualities to it. It was not cheap, so don't let me make you think it was. This is not a cost-effective material, but again, it has like a life of its own, and I'm so excited to have it in our pool. So I used that as the waterline tile for both the pool and the spa, and then I just did a very simple concrete coping from Acker-Stone. It's called their Palazzo Coping in a 12 by 24. We ran our turf all the way up to our pool coping because we wanted that rectangular Hamptons effortless vibe, and we're doing our PebbleSheen in black. So I'm sure you guys are going to destroy me in the comments about having a black pool. I am very qualified in my decision. We've designed plenty of black pools, and we've designed plenty of not black pools, and they are beautiful for different reasons. So for us personally, I wanted this like deep European lagoon feeling, so we're going with black. No, the bottom of the pool is not actually black. I think recently, is the water black. The pool water is not black, it's just regular watercolor, but the PebbleSheen itself is black. So we wanted to include some playful elements in our pool and kind of living area, one of which is our jump deck. So the jump deck is kind of our little take on a diving board without a diving board, because we didn't want a diving depth pool. So this is just a little cantilevered cement. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. That freaked me out so much the first time I did it. It just protrudes or projects 24 inches off of the edge of the pool. So like I said, it's on there. And it's just a fun area that you can jump off of, only feet first, into a play pool. I think it's probably one of the elements that I enjoy most, and I cannot wait to teach our dogs to kind of run off of it like a dock and jump in like all, cute dog style. So that's one of the reasons that we did the jump deck. And then we also created this huge oversized day bed. So I'm sure you've seen something similar on Pinterest, but we had never done it. And one of the things that we love to do here in Arizona is live outside as much as possible. So I also didn't want just regular chaises. So we do chaises all the time and they're beautiful, of course, but chaises are really expensive. So I'm talking about those pool side chaises that you're probably used to sitting at a resort. Maybe you have some at your house. They're super expensive. So for the price of like 4 chaises, I was able to build in a CMU. So that's the big block, typically that you'll see block walls made out of. We made this out of CMU and it's a big oversized day bed. So I have custom cushions coming for that, huge umbrellas. The whole thing's getting painted white. I think it's gonna be a really resort moment that honestly was pretty cost effective for what impact it gives you. Oh my God. So I briefly mentioned the upper lawn and the lower lawn. I'm standing in the upper lawn and we created this lower lawn area really for our grading and drainage. So when we bought this lot, as I mentioned, it's an acre, it had natural grading and drainage that was really beautiful. I loved it. Initially there was conversation of, should we flatten the lot? Should we make it feel flat? And both my husband and I, Vince, we decided, you know what, let's play with the natural kind of undulation. That's a good word. Natural undulation. Where did I pull that from? Of the lot. And so we came up with this upper lower lawn area. So the lower lawn is just your big grassy nook. We've lined the entire fence line with ficus. So right now they're small, but they'll grow and be really beautiful and create even more privacy for us. We also brought in 2 ancient olive trees. So you'll see one here behind me, and then there's another one way out on the corner of our property. And I talk about designer perks all the time, and this was truly one of them. I don't necessarily expect that this will be able to happen to you, but we had a whole bunch of olive trees on another build site that we're currently building on with one of our build partners for a spec home. So that builder was so generous in saying, I know you want these trees. If you can just get them off of this property, then they're yours. So I figured out how to do that. So these trees are each like 50 years old, which is unheard of to be able to have those and find them. So we transplanted them or removed them from that site, brought them here, have been talking nice to them every single day, giving them so much water, hoping that they will thrive in their new environment here at our house. So they've been planted for, I'd say probably like 8 weeks now, and they're doing awesome. They're already regrowing. So I think it will be a really beautiful moment when they probably have about a year to kind of remature. The root ball will get nice and deep, and I think they'll be beautiful. So if you can bring in mature trees, in my opinion, I think it's one of the best things you can spend money on. Like I said, I don't expect that you'll be able to find them on some random lot and bring them to your house like I was lucky enough to, but if you have it on the budget, I definitely think that it is a highly impactful moment and something you won't regret. So just opposite our pool and kind of daybed lounge area is where I placed the barbecue grill. You always want to have your barbecue grill close to your exit point from your home or from your kitchen if possible. So we see clients sometimes thinking that they want to put it way out on their property if they have a bigger lot. And it's a proven fact, at least from our team, that the further you put it out, the less you will use it. So you really want your cooking, prep, barbecue, even dining area close to your kitchen or your refrigeration space because you'll be using them interchangeably, right? So we've got our barbecue here. We will end up with an outdoor ping pong table out here, a little succulent garden, which you'll be able to see probably on the next episode. And then behind me, this is what we're calling our tequila garden. We're not in the tequila business right now, but I wanted this symmetrical agave looking situation. And so that's what we have. So we planted these, I think there's 12, yeah, 12 agave here, and they're kind of far apart right now, but they grow really big. So they needed kind of a growing radius. And then also white bougainvillea, so that they'll drape over the fence, which is gonna look beautiful. So I'm sure you're wondering, how do I figure out your plants? What did you use and why? We will put a plant list together. I'm not sure if it'll be on this video or the final video, but stay close on our channel. Make sure you're checking the comments, and we'll make sure that we put it in the description or a link to a future blog post so that you can see my plant selections and see if they work for you in your growing area. In addition, out here, I have some raised garden beds. This will be filled with plants. We really went for this just natural Napa, as I mentioned, Northern California, organic desert living. I would say it's clean and simple, but it's full. My husband and I really decided that we wanted to spend a bulk of our budget on plants, right? And of course our pool and some other areas that we entertain. Just over here, we've got a huge outdoor dining area that's gonna look like a bunch of like rock and potted jasmine right now. But when it comes together, you'll be able to see what that looks like, and I think it's going to be incredible. Okay, it's loud, but we actually have real work happening here. I'm pretty sure I've had to tell you that on every single video, but it's true. Okay, we are walking into our courtyard, and before we do that, there's so much happening in the front yard. I am choosing to save a little bit of it for once it's all complete. So you'll get to see a lot more of the front yard in a future video where we really go through all of the exterior and what it all turned out like, because I know that there will be so many questions and I want to take the time for those little details. So behind me is our courtyard, and there'll be a big gate here that is not yet installed. It is at the metal fabrication shop as we speak, getting finished. So by the time you see that again, it'll be here. So I'm excited about that. The walk up here was something that I really wanted. I just wanted this like beautiful moment that kind of like takes you all the way through. So you get to come up to the courtyard gate. There'll be a little entry situation on the gate. And then when you open the gate door, you'll get to see it continue. So come with me. I'm gonna try not to break my ankle before this is like filled up. Okay, so here we are in the courtyard, and this is such a special place to me. I think in a lot of instances, maybe in this type of construction, a courtyard would maybe be something that would be like last on the priority list. But for me, since day one, this has been almost first on the priority list. I wanted just an intimate arrival experience when you got to our home that gave you an understanding and a feeling of how tranquil and zen we want you to feel here. We want you to feel welcome, and I also wanted it to feel like it isn't new, like it had been here for a long time. So that's, I think, where the stone comes in. Almost the entire front elevation is stone. This stone is a custom blend by Solstice Stone. They can ship nationally. I'm not sure about internationally, but if you contact the team at Solstice Stone and tell them you are looking for my stone, it is called Organic Desert Rubble. And like I said, it's a custom blend that they put together for me, and I truly love it so much. If you're looking for laying on it, it is called an Extreme Over Mortar with a lime wash. So again, we'll put that in the description so that you don't have to worry about writing down what I'm saying right now, but it just turned out so beautiful, and it looks, at least to me, like it has been here for years and years and years and years, and that's what I wanted. I wanted it to feel like it had age to it and it wasn't just a new build. So you walk in, you'll take all of that in, and then this is our guest suite here. And outside all of our patio doors or guest room doors or any door, I did an Acker-Stone landing. So this is Acker-Stone's antique cobble with a tumbled top. So it gives you this like little bit of pillow topping, soft edges. It's an antique pewter, so it's an incredibly earthy gray color, and the size is a 9, actually I think it's a 6 by 9. And you can lay it in a variety of ways. I just love that it gives like just this really sweet little opportunity here to signal the eye that, oh, this must be something special. And then around the paver, we're gonna do a little succulent kind of border. So again, I think that's gonna look really beautiful. I can't believe I love a paver this much. It's kind of like, frankly, probably a little unhealthy. Throughout this process, a lot of people, like my husband and some other people that we're working with, are like, how do you care that much about every single thing? It's annoying sometimes, truly, but I do, and I hope it comes through in the details. And if you're building, working with a design team, you should too. You should trust them, of course. All of these little details are what help make the home feel so special and custom, right? Which is what we want. So, and then following this through, I'm gonna figure out a chair situation here somehow. Not totally sure yet. Everywhere you see dirt is going to be pea gravel. So that's this just little tiny gravel stones. It actually comes from the bottom of riverbeds. So you probably see that pretty often. You just might not know what it's called. And then coming up to our door here, I went for a single door entry, and I have had a couple people say like, why would you go with a single door? The house is so grand, blah, blah, blah. Well, I wanted a single door because one, I wanted this beautiful stone moment framing the door, and two, I wanted to do outdoor curtains. So there's outdoor curtain panels that are gonna come through here, and still this beautiful rattan lighting fixture. I kind of pulled inspiration for here from Alice Beach. I don't know if you're familiar, 30A, Alice Beach, Rosemary Beach. It's this like beautiful strip in Florida that is just like the most stunning beaches. over on that side of the country. So I wanted this like almost beachy coastal vibe, but in the desert. I know it's weird, but it's just the way my brain works. And I think it's gonna be lovely. So you're gonna have to watch the final episode, or the next episode, I should say, of the exterior so you can see how it all turns out. Thank you guys so much for watching my quick little exterior spiel on the ODL house. We have so much more content coming on this place. Room tours, the reveal to my family, which I am so excited to have you guys along for. The final exterior video, of course, so you can see what it looks like all finished and furnished, which I haven't even gotten to talk to you about yet. If you're looking for more, don't come in here. If you're looking for more videos on this particular project, you can look for the ODL house on our YouTube channel or go get lost in it. We've got a bunch of good content for you there. So make sure you like and comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.